Hola, buenos días. Hola. Muy bien. So I'm just up here to introduce some student presenters who are part of the Global Competency Committee. We brought you the Won't You Be My Neighbor presentations last year from international students and local students, which I think were pretty well received, correct? Cool. So we're trying to bring those back, both from local kids and from international students, and we welcome anyone who's interested in doing that, and we're reaching out to some people. These guys have put together some great little presentations, so just ask that you listen, and they're a little nervous, I think, the Vietnamese contingent is, but they're gonna kill it, right? All right, thanks.
Okay, so I'm from Sheffield. You may have guessed that. And I'm up here to tell y'all a little bit about Sheffield. So Sheffield is a town in Vermont. It was chartered in 1793. That's roughly a long time years ago. The population is a whopping 711, according to the 2010 census. It might be like 712 now. You can go on, Tim. Thank you. Okay. See, I can prove this. We have the town charter. It's not the original. It's just a copy. And the official town seal. We even have a zip code. So if you've ever seen Vermont from above, I don't know why you would have. Maybe you just look at Google Maps. But that's what Sheffield looks like. You can see Lyndon all the way down in the corner where we are right now. And just for a little bit of fun in Sheffield, that's October 18th. So about a week ago, but a year ago, a week ago, that's snow. It's on the ground, yeah, okay. So that's Miller's Run School. It's one of LI's sending schools in Sheffield. I'm sure there's a bunch of Miller's Run kids out there. Oh yeah, okay. With more snow, just for fun. So Sheffield, being a tiny town in Vermont, has this nifty little thing called town meeting, which a lot of you should be familiar with, I'm not sure. So basically every year, second Tuesday and first Tuesday in March, and the whole town all piles into the gym, right? And they just go over all the laws in the town. So they elect town officials. We have like a select board or something. Not entirely sure how that works. And we decide the budget and stuff. It's pretty interesting. So the whole town literally has a voice in what's going on in the whole town. Also, Sheffield hosts First Wind, which is a wind tower program. We got 16 towers. Sometimes you can see them if you're like on the interstate. You see a bunch of towers off in that direction. It's probably Sheffield. There is rare, yes, but there are a couple famous things in Sheffield. Galway Connell was a poet who lived. Well, you can see the thing, and he has since passed away, but he has several poems, or at least one poem in Poetry Out Loud, so when that rolls around, you can check him out. And Malcolm Goldstein actually lives part-time in my grandfather's sugar woods in a tiny little cabin. So that's a thing, I guess. Okay, so I got a little story time. So you've heard of like parents, when you complain about how you have to get to school, your parents are like, well, back in my day, right? So my great-grandfather, okay, this man was born in 1898, so that's a long time ago. But when he went to school, he went here. He's an alumni, or was an alumni. He's not still alive. That'd be impressive. Maybe what, 113, 123, something like that. Anyway, so when he went to school, he'd get up in the morning. Early in the morning, he'd do all his chores. He'd hook up a horse, get this kids, a horse. He'd hook it up to the cart, okay? He'd drive down to Newark, or to Burke, rather. He'd put the horse in the livery, he'd park the cart, get on the train, because there was a regular train back then. You could take the train from Burke to Lyndonville by where Asia Restaurant is now, and then he would walk to LI. And then at the end of the day, he'd go back to the train, ride it back to Burke, and then take the horse home. So that's a little tale of my great-grandfather. And I think that pretty much wraps up Sheffield. Thank you.
this is Nhi and Min. We are both from Vietnam, and we're gonna talk about Vietnam today, and I hope you guys enjoy. Talking about Vietnam, we are a really small country that can hardly be seen in the world map. Yeah. And even in the Asia map, you can't find us. There we go. This is Vietnam. And as an S shape, it has the north and the south. In the north, we have Hanoi as our capital city. This is also where Min lives. And in the south, you can see it has the biggest city, the biggest and the youngest city being Ho Chi Minh City, where I live. Despite being small size, we're a bunch of very proud people because we have achieved a lot. Yeah, and Min is gonna talk about that.
So this is the Sơn Don cave. It is located near Laos and Vietnam border, and it is also the largest cave in the world. As only from 1991 was it discovered, and from 2009 did it became internationally known and attract to tourists.
And we have here Ha Long Bay. I hope more people, I hope you guys know it. It's the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ha Long in Vietnamese means descending dragon. Yeah. And it is mostly uninhabited, therefore it's unaffected by the humans present. It has a scenic beauty and a great biological interest. Now it has a community of about 1,600 people who live on those floating houses. And they usually survive or make a living by fishing or marine agriculture. And here's a picture of a floating house. It's pretty cute. And there are two kids that live there like for usually for their whole life there.
Hoi An ancient town is an exceptionally well-preserved example of Southeast Asia from the 15th to 19th century. Its streets and its building influenced by the indigenous and the foreign people that have combined to produce this unique heritage site. This is also the UNESCO World Heritage. The Golden Bridge, yeah, you can see, it has two giant stone hands to support the structure, and it was designed to connect the cable car station to the garden and provide the tourist attraction and scenic overlook. Our major traffic transportation is motorbike. We are the fourth country in the world that is most used motorbike. Therefore, traffic jams is an indispensable part of our daily life.
unless you can pull out your phone and give me access, it won't be able to do that. But I don't have access. We can skip that. Okay.
Moving on to my favorite part, food. Vietnamese people eat a lot, and this is our usual dinner meal, like a traditional one. On the left one is this more fabulous because, yeah, it has crab and stuff. But on the right side, yeah, usually we will have a bowl of rice and soups, a bowl of soups, a fried dish, some sauce cook pan, like, and you can see over there, there's a bowl of caramel salted with fish, some boiled veggies, some fried veggies, very nutritious and healthy. However, in the morning, we would prefer some lighter meals, such as noodle soups, pho. Yeah, we usually eat pho. I think it's the most popular traditional cuisine that everyone knows, I hope. And I don't think they pronounce it the right way. It's pronounced pho or pho, not pho or four. Main ingredients: noodles, bone broth, soup, beef, usually some shallots, garlic, onions to eat with it, or you can eat it with sriracha or chili. And I've talked to the chef, and I gave her the recipe, and she agreed to make this as the soup of the day today, I guess. Oh. Yeah. I haven't answered yet, but I hope we will see. Yeah. And if you guys had learned in the 5th and 6th period, you guys can go check those out. Yeah. And we have a lot of street food. The pictures on the left, it's bánh mì. It's bánh mì. And the right pictures is another type of noodle soups named bún bò. Yeah. And we have some more food that's all really good, and yeah, it's really good. And we have some sweet soups. Usually it's our dessert, and it's not really it doesn't look good in the picture, but it tastes really good. There's another one.
Vietnam is a developing country. Life is still difficult, but we are always cheerful, friendly, and hospitable. Thank you for listening, and we will